are here in the Studio 10 kitchen, and you notice that there's not an additional chef.
No, because I am the chef today, so I'm really looking forward to this. One of my favorite things to eat is casserole, specifically a breakfast casserole.
Ooh, I love me a breakfast casserole.
So that's what we're gonna make today. Some of the ingredients that I have, I've got your eggs, cheese, milk, hash browns, and your breakfast sausage,
And
too.
it's hot sausage.
And it's hot sausage.
I love hot sausage. I love your whole recipe idea.
Yeah.
Let's point out, too, that so our company, Fox 10, is owned by the Meredith Corporation, who also owns the content that is allrecipes.com. And it is a wildly popular website.
Yep.
So many great recipes on there. So we just wanted to showcase some of them for you.
Right, and so this is the one I chose today because it's easy. It only takes about 40 minutes, perfect for your whole family, but also it's only 6 ingredients. And
Nice.
you know, you can't beat that. So I'm gonna go ahead and cook my hot sausage, as Joe says. And this is a pound of sausage.
Ooh, sizzling.
I know. But this really,
Why are you laughing at me?
Because you're
The way I say
yes,
stuff?
the way you say stuff.
Do you have a spatula? Oh, you do.
I do have a spatula. So of course you kind of want to, the pan is hot, don't touch that. But you want to get this cooking, and this cooks
For you
about
first-time chefs at home, if there's a hot pan, please don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
Great tips.
But okay, this cooks for about 5 to 7 minutes. If you have ever cooked with this at home before, you know it cooks pretty fast. And you want it nice and crumbly. So we're gonna get this nice and crumbly, and then after, strain all the grease out. When we are done with that, I'm gonna add some frozen hash browns in there, some cheese. It also calls for salt and pepper, and I added a little bit of red pepper in there to make it a little.
Get your red pepper, put it in the casserole.
And your hot sausage. But
Hey, honey, you get the red peppers with casserole?
okay, so I'm gonna add the red pepper, and I like it a little bit more spicy, but also you don't have to add a lot of, you know, spices, because you get a lot of your flavor from the sausage and the hash browns too. So when we come back, I'm gonna mix all of this deliciousness together, and the red peppers, of course.
I would say this segment went really well.
I would say so too.
We'll be back with parts 2 and 3 in just a little bit. Stick around. Chelsea's allrecipes.com hot breakfast casserole. We'll be right back.
We are back in the kitchen with myself and Joe. So if you're just now tuning in, I am making a breakfast casserole, a recipe that I got from All Recipes.
That's right, allrecipes.com. So many recipes on there. It is owned by our parent corporation, Meredith, but it is a phenomenal website, y'all. If you like to cook, or if you're looking for an idea for anything that's coming up, a football party, Thanksgiving, Christmas, just any day of the week, check it out, y'all, allrecipes.com.
That's right. Okay, so I've cooked a pound of breakfast sausage, and I use the hot kind. I like a little bit of spice. So I cooked that, got the grease out. I'm now adding some cheese and also a little bit of hash brown mixture. Now, something that I really like is we got a hash brown mixture with already onions in there and bell peppers, so it adds that little bit of extra flavor without you actually having to do it on your own and cut out those things. But if you do want to cut those ingredients up, of course, do it. Okay, so I'm gonna add this in, let this defrost a little bit.
And you're making me do something.
And I'm putting you to work, Joe Emer, because I'm making you whisk 3 eggs and a cup of milk, a little bit of salt. So this is a breakfast casserole. What we will do is I'll put, once this is done cooking, I'll put these hash browns and all of the meat and cheese at the bottom. And this is kind of like the glue that holds it all together.
What do you think, like that?
Yeah, just like that. Just a little bit like that.
Maybe one more to pinch?
Yeah, just a pinch.
Womp, womp, womp.
Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna continue to stir this. I also have a teaspoon and a half of salt. I have a teaspoon and a half of pepper, and then I added a little bit of red pepper. Joe and I kind of like spicy food.
Yeah,
so
no doubt
why
about
not?
that. So I like the fact that this does have a little bit of heat to it, of course. If you don't want it to have heat, you could just go with regular sausage instead of hot sausage.
Yeah.
You could take out some of the peppers and stuff like that, make it whatever way you want. But this is a good way to get a kick in the morning.
Right, and on Saturday Saturdays and Sundays, the weekends, I love cooking breakfast. This is something really easy that can feed my whole family, easy to cut up once it's done. Or if you just want breakfast casserole all to yourself, you can eat it all to yourself.
I do want breakfast casserole all to myself.
Well, here you go, Joe Emer.
That's what I always say to myself.
I know.
So what we're going to do is we're going to put that in there, right?
Yep.
And then we're going to put this and that stuff
on top. Yep.
And then how long does it have to bake for?
So it's going to bake for at 350 for 40 to 45 minutes in the oven. So while you're baking, if you like to make a big breakfast, you can make some pancakes or bacon to go on the side too. But it's nice that you can kind of tuck it away in the oven and keep it in there for a little while. So again, I'm going to let these hash browns defrost. We're going to lay the sausage, the hash browns, into my little casserole dish right here. You can use whatever size you'd like. And then we're going to evenly pour the milk and egg and salt mixture on top. Again, it's kind of like the glue that holds it all together and gives it that casserole and, well, breakfast casserole.
During the 40 to 45 minute interval time, that's usually when I like to practice my dance moves.
I don't doubt that. I don't doubt that. But really, we got this from allrecipes.com. There are a ton of recipes on there, so go check it out at home. This is only 6 ingredients. I love a really simple, easy meal that tastes good.
When we come back, we'll have it all baked up and we can check it out, see how it tastes. Stick with us, y'all. I've got the mitts.
He's got the mitts and the casserole is done.
So if you're just joining us, tell the folks what you've been working on.
So I made a breakfast casserole. We got this recipe from allrecipes.com. They're actually under our parent organization, Meredith Corporation. They've got a ton of recipes from breakfast, lunch, dinner, desserts, easy, not easy, whatever you want. But something I love is breakfast casserole. It's one of my favorite meals, and it's only 6 ingredients. It took about 30 minutes to cook, and it's perfect for the whole family.
And usually the game plan calls for it to sit for a little bit so it can firm up some.
Right.
But since we're, doing TV and whatnot, we're just going to go to town because that's what we do, right?
Yeah, that's right. So I'm really, let's see if
there
this
you go.
works.
There you
nice.
go. Yeah, good job.
Solid. Okay, this is
careful,
a little
it's gonna be really hot. So allrecipes.com is the website to go to. They've got everything on there, y'all, from simple appetizers that you can make to gourmet meals to something quick and easy like this. Whatever you're feeling, they've got it.
Hot.
Oh. I'm going to wait a little bit to try mine. See if that happened to you. You know what? Not only is it hot, but the thing that I like about this is had a little bit of a kick to it because it had the hot sausage,
so good.
Hot Jimmy Dean breakfast sausage as opposed to mild sausage. Then you also have some peppers in there too.
I added a little bit of red pepper. That is so good. I love the savory side of breakfast. I do love our sweets like muffins, pancakes, things like that. But this is really hearty, and it's got a lot of your protein in it. I would say I give this a 101.
Out of 2,000.
No, out of 100.
I agree. It is a perfect 100. I love this recipe. Good job, Chelsea.
Thank you. So again, you got to go check out allrecipes.com. You can find this one. You can also find literally thousands more for the perfect recipe for your family.
Cheers.